Hello yogis, hello friends, and welcome to this Yin Yoga class for intention settings and new beginnings. So we are already in this new year, and some of you maybe already have New Year's resolutions and intentions for this year. Some of you maybe don't. If not, what a great time to make one. So I had the idea to create this Yin Yoga sequence, so each asana would be paired with one affirmation that would help you stay on track and stay in focus or create any new intention or resolution for this year, so that we could be at the end of this year hopefully a better version of ourselves. Of course, like in any yoga video, I encourage you to grab your props, blocks, pillows, blankets, anything that you might use, and why don't you join me then? So let's start today's class on our back. It is actually going to be a very much reclined Yin Yoga video, meaning we are going to spend all of our time together on our backs, and it's going to be focused on our lower back and our legs and hips. So we're gonna start with our first pose, first asana, which is happy baby, very much playful pose. There are many variations of this pose, so meet me wherever you would like, with whatever works for you. You can start by bending your knees and bringing them to your chest, and then hugging them with your arms, maybe swaying a little bit side to side. Next step would be maybe to bring your feet over your knees and maybe hold on to your shins for now, still swaying side to side. Or if you want to take a full expression of this pose, you can hold with your arms to your feet or your big toes, and slightly, very gently press your elbows into your knees so that you open your hips and your knees a little bit more wider. Still swaying side to side if this feels good for you. Even though this is a Yin Yoga class, you don't have to stay perfectly still. I always encourage you to maybe find some micro movements which are going to help you to open your body a little bit more. So, as I said, I had this idea to make these kinds of videos throughout the year, a couple of times throughout this year, to be sort of your accountability partner and to remind you throughout the year of your intentions for this year, to remind you what you wish for yourself, who you would like to be, and just to gently pull you back on track. But let's start today's class with this affirmation. I approach this year with joy and curiosity. I approach this year with joy and curiosity. You can start repeating this affirmation in your head or out loud, whatever works for you. And you can modify those if it gets too intense in any moment. I approach this year with joy and curiosity. Slowly release your feet and place them back down onto the mat. Let's pause here just for a second to neutralize before we continue with our practice. Okay, let's continue with our second pose, and our next asana is going to be reclined pigeon pose. So keep your left knee bent and your left foot onto the ground, and then you can just bring your right foot over your left knee. Start working your pose from here. If this is enough for you, you can also gently push with your right arm your right knee so that you open your hip a little bit more. So if this is enough, stay here. Next step would be to pull your knees towards your chest and then thread your right arm underneath your right leg and hold on to whatever is possible. So maybe your left shin, left thigh, left knee, whatever works for you. In each case, please try to flex your right foot in order to protect your right knee. This little detail is very much important. And again, maybe swaying side to side, any micro movement which would help you to find a little bit more depth in this pose. Maybe very gently pulsing with your arms and bringing your knees a little bit more towards your chest. And in this pose, we are going to repeat this affirmation. I release fear and trust my journey ahead. I release fear and trust my journey ahead. So So again, maybe saying this affirmation out loud, maybe it's going to make you work with it a little bit better. I have to say, personally, this affirmation is very much needed for me. Maybe I should work with it every day. I release fear and trust my journey ahead. And please make sure in this pose, even your arms are working a little bit to bring your knees closer to your chest. Please keep your shoulders relaxed, your neck relaxed. I release fear and trust my journey ahead. As you release fear, also release this pose and place your left foot back down onto the ground, but keep your right foot over your left knee. We're going to do IT band stretch, so keep this shape with your legs and then just allow your legs to fold to the left. With your left arm, you can maybe push your left knee a little bit further away from you. And with your right arm, maybe you can push very, very gently your right hip so that you're kind of creating this tension, this stretch in the outer edge of your right hip. Your shoulders are still very much relaxed, please, even though your arms are working just a little bit. And in this pose, let's all repeat this affirmation. I welcome new opportunities and new people in my life. I welcome new opportunities and new people in my life. Because they might help you reach your goals. They maybe won't, but you cannot know that unless you try. So welcome new opportunities, new friends in your life so that you can grow, learn, develop. Lovely. On your next inhale, engage just a little bit through your core, and maybe with the help of your arms, bring your knees back up into the middle and place your right foot back down onto the mat. We're gonna do these two poses on the other side, starting with our reclined pigeon pose. So keep your right foot on the ground and cross your left foot over your right knee. Please keeping your left foot flexed in order to protect your knee. Start here, or maybe just push a little bit with your left arm, your left knee a little bit more further away from your chest, or hug your knees towards your chest, feeling this stretch in your outer hip, your left outer hip, maybe even a little bit through your quad and through your knee. Swaying side to side, taking deep, deep belly breaths, relaxing your face, your neck, your shoulders. And once you find your alignment, you can repeat this affirmation. I am aligned with my goals. But maybe first ask yourself, are your goals aligned with you? Have you set the right goals for yourself? And if you're sure, well, in that case, you can repeat confidently that you are aligned with your goals and you're gonna reach them. Maybe draw your knees a little bit more closer to your chest. Find a little bit deeper expression of this pose. And as you exhale next time, release your hands and place your right foot back down onto the ground. And let's take IT band stretch on the other side. So again, keeping this shape with your legs, just allow them to fall to the right. And this time maybe with your right arm, push into your left knee. And with your left arm, kind of pull your left hip a little bit more closer to the ground so that you create this stretch for your left hip, left outer hip. And here, let's all repeat these words. I create space for work and relaxation. Very, very much important affirmation. I create space for work and relaxation. Sometimes the hardest thing is to find balance. Sometimes we are very much motivated at the beginning of the year and we go all in. And then in a very short time we experience burnout, lack of motivation. And that is why it is important to find time to relax, to restore. Even though at the moment it seems like a waste of time, it is going to help us to stay on the track and reach our goals. And as I said, that is going to be kind of my goal for this series of yoga videos, to remind you throughout the year to relax, to slow it down, to take some time for yourself so that you could, when you are working, work harder and be more focused. I create space for work and relaxation. Very well. On your next inhale, engage through your core and use your hands to lift your knees back up to the middle. Place your left foot onto the ground and maybe shake your hips a little bit to release any tension if you're still holding any in your hips. Hopefully not that much. And let's come into our next pose, which is going to be reclined butterfly. Since we worked a lot our outer hips, let's stretch through our inner hips a little bit. So soles of your feet coming to touch, and then just of course allow your knees to fall wide open. Any variation with your arms, so you can hold them on your belly, maybe bring one hand onto your heart, or you can bring them over your head, up over your head, inviting your chest to open as well a little bit more. And you can use your props here, maybe underneath your knees to support them. It is going to make the pose a little bit more easier. Taking deep belly breaths in and out through your nose if possible. Feeling your belly expanding, trusting your breath to guide you in this pose. And repeat this affirmation. I allow myself to dream big. I allow myself to dream big. And please do. Anything is possible if you really put your mind to it. I allow myself to dream big. If your hands were up over your head, slide them back down and use them to bring very gently, very slowly your knees back to the middle. And from here, let's take our next pose, very soothing pose for our lower back, which is Waterfall. So again, couple of variations to do this pose. If you have a free wall, you can do it right next to it, or you can just bring your bring your legs up for this gentle inversion. So as I said, your legs can be up the wall to support them a little bit. I like this free version because again, I like to sway a little bit side to side to massage my lower back. What you can also do is place a yoga block, or maybe a folded blanket or a pillow underneath your hips. And here, let's all repeat. I embrace my future with courage. I embrace my future with courage. Again, very much needed affirmation for me personally. Slowly bend your knees. Place your feet back down onto the ground. And prepare yourself for your sweet Savasana. Completely surrendering yourself to the pose. Take all the space you need. Do any little movement that your body is craving for. Take any shape that you would like. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out from out. Relax your entire body, your face, unclench your jaw. Relax your shoulders, your arms, your hips, your legs, your feet. Relax each finger and each toe. And finally repeat these words. I'm going to shine bright this year. Just like you are shining bright right now. I'm going to shine bright this year. Take your next breath a little bit deeper. Maybe move with your hips a little bit left, a little bit to the right. Maybe move your arms, your legs. Bend one knee, bend the other one. Bend one elbow, bend the other one. Wake up your body, wake up your spirit. Turn to one side push into your hands in order to rise back up. Take a seat, any seat that works for your body, your legs, your hips, your soul. Keep your eyes closed maybe. And let's take one last breath together. In through your nose, deep goes in. And out through your mouth. Gently blink your eyes open. Pray your hands. Namaste. Sweet, sweet, sweet friends. Thank you, yogis, so much for sharing your practice with me and for doing this Yin Yoga session. Let me know down in the comment section, is there any affirmation which worked very well for you? And if you would like to share your New Year's resolutions and intentions with me, I am very much curious. Put them as well down in the comment section. Some of my intentions and resolutions for this year are to meditate a little bit more, to have a little bit more or a lot more of self-confidence, and to regularly create yoga videos and share them with you guys. I hope I'll see you again soon on the mat with my next video or my older video, and until then, stay safe, stay happy, and stay healthy. Bye!